when we are doing unit testing, sometimes we don't want to test one part of our code because we want just to be abstract of what kind of dependency our class has. That's why we have MOCKITO. MOCKITO is just like a library, let us simulate one dependency that our class has. And in this video, we're going to explain with an example how to use MOCKITO. So let's jump in. The first thing that I want to show you is that we are using three dependencies. The first one is the dependency of MOCKITO core, and the second one is MOCKITO JUnit Jupyter. That this dependency help us to use MOCKITO with JUnit. After that, I want to show you that we have three classes. The first class is user service, that it has as a dependency by the constructor a class called user repository. That is the one that we are going to mock. And then we have two methods, that is create user and get user. Also, we have a user DTO, that is just a record that it has an attribute called name. And of course, we have user repository, that is using a hash map as a simple database for this example. Once that we have our user service, we will have to create a user service test that already is being created by me, and then we will start to create the attributes that we require, like private user service as a user service, then private user repository, and then we will use the method public void setup, and we will use the annotation before each. That if you don't know what means like before each and how to create a unit test, I do recommend you that you watch my video about the unit test that you can see up here. So then we have user service, that we need to create a new instance of the user service, but for that we will require to create a new instance of the user repository and then send it. If we create now the first test, like public void test1, and we need to think what exactly we want to test, and we want to test that the user with the name Michael is going to be safe in the database. So in this case, we can do user DTO, user equal a new user DTO with the name Michael, and then we will call user service dot create user with the ID1, and then we will send as a second parameter the user. We can split the test and the implementation to follow the test. Once that is done, we can again save it in the result variable and then use assertions in order to assert if the user that we are expecting is exactly the user that we are sending as result. The problem here is that we do not want to test user repository, but then if we create a breakpoint in the create user and then we run the test, we see that we are going inside the create user in the user repository, but we don't want to go inside because we don't want to go through the method create user in the user repository. We want to simulate that is being called, but actually is not being called, because we want just to test this code and not this code, because it's another layer in our project. In order to do that, what we can do is, instead of using new user repository, so we will use mockito.mock, and we can send as a parameter the class that we are mocking, in this case user repository class. In this way, we are telling to the unit test that user repository, instead of an instance that we create ourselves, we're creating a mock of the user repository, and of course sending it as a parameter in the constructor. If we run now the test, it is going to fail. We need to add something else to our test, that is extend with Mockito extension, in order to configure our user service test as a Mockito test. So now if we run again, we will see that our test is failing because we are expecting user DTO, but now it's null. It's null because of now that we are using mock, we need to indicate what happens when the user service is calling user repository.createUser. Otherwise, it will return always null. In order to do that, since we are mocking the user repository create user, we need to specify which is the behavior of the method create user in the user repository. For that, we can use MOCKITO.when user repository dot create user, and then here we are indicating, so when we are calling user repository create user with the parameters id1 and an user, so now we need to indicate what is going to happen. In this case, we are going to call then return, and we are going to indicate we are going to send back a new user with the name Mikhail. Here, what are we indicating is I don't really care what create user does in the implementation. I want that when create user from the user repository with the parameters id1 and the user has been called, I want that you return user.dto with the name Mikhail. Then when we call user service create user and we call user repository create user in our implementation, then this line is going to return this new user.dto. So if we call now and run the test, we see that exactly is passing our test. But for example, if we say that it's going to send back Ryan and we run the test again, as you can see now it's failing because we are indicating that when we are calling create user, it's going to return Ryan instead of Michael, and then it's expecting Michael instead of Ryan. But then after just make it like the returning Michael, we want to verify not just that it's returning Michael, but we want to verify that also the user repository create user has been called just once. For that, imagine that we have a mistake in our code that we are calling 3 times create user instead of 1. That is totally inefficient. In order to verify that we are calling just 1 time user repository create user, we will call MOCKITO.verify, and we want to just send the user repository that is the mock, and then which method are we going to just verify it, that we are calling just 1 with the parameters that we are expecting. For example, user and ID 1. If we run now the test, we can see that it's failing because it says that we wanted just to be called 1 time, but it was 3 times. So of course, it was a mistake in our code. We can specify that we could call the method the many times as we want. For example, we can say MOCKITO times 2. So then if we run the test again and we see the description of the failure is because we wanted to be called twice, but it has been calling 3 times. Since we want just to be called 1 time, we could just remove this second parameter and let it as it is. And of course, in order to fix the test, we will remove every call that we have in our implementation. If we run the test again, now it's running successful and it's running fine. Another thing that we can refactor in the code is here, instead of using mockito.mock in before each, we could use the annotation mock and inject mock. So we could indicate to the user repository with annotation mock that this instance has to be created and it's going to be a mock. And the one who has these mocks, these dependencies, has an annotation called inject mocks. This way we are using annotations, and now we could easily remove these lines of code because now we are indicating that user repository is a mock and user service has to inject all the mocks. So if we run the test again, it's running as expected, even though we are not having the before each methods. But of course, we could just, instead of return an object, we can return an exception, like for example, and then we can just throw new illegal access error, for example. And if we run the test again, we can see that it's failing because we are sending an illegal access error when we are calling user repository create user. In order to verify that, now we can use the assertion of a session assert throws, and that we are expecting illegal access error dot class, and then we have a lambda that is calling the user service create user, and we could remove the previous code and run the test again. So now it's green again and it's success, because we are indicating with this section throws that we are expecting an exception with the illegal access error when we are calling create user. So that is the basic of Mockito. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. If you have any comment or questions, please let me know in the bottom section of the comment section, that I will try to answer as soon as possible. Also, I recommend you that you check the first comment that is pinned, because you will find more information about Mockito, because I usually let some information in the first comment. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I see you in the next video. Bye!